Hey guys, welcome back to Real Geek, and this time I'm going to be reviewing the movie Alita Battle Angel. So Alita Battle Angel is actually based on the manga Battle Angel Alita back in 1990, and it ran for about a good 5 years. And then in 1993 it's made into an OVA, or an anime. It consists of 2 episodes, 30 minutes each. As far as story, it's very similar to the OVA. So James Cameron had interest in the movie back in almost 2000. And since then, it's been kind of like in a purgatory hell of like just development hell basically. And it's been on the shelf with him putting out different movies like Avatar and other side projects. It was kind of on the shelf. And then the movie was greenlit, James Cameron was producing it, and then Robert Rodriguez was going to be directing the film. Robert Rodriguez is mostly known for his movie Desperado with Anthony Banderas, and also From Dusk Till Dawn, and other movies like that in the past few years. He hasn't made a lot of movies, but he's made a few movies in the past decade or so he doesn't have a big catalog, but a lot of them are mostly known. Rosa Salazar plays the main character Alita, and Christoph Waltz plays Dr. Dyson Ito. Jennifer Connelly plays Chiron, and Mahershala Ali plays Vector. So in this movie, Dr. Ito is a well-known medical doctor slash cyborg scientist slash mechanic, and he goes around the scrapyard underneath the city of Zalem, which has like this big giant dumping ground for that scrap. The trash is getting thrown down from the city of Zalem, which is kind of like this utopia that everybody wants to get to. He goes around and he finds this female cyborg who's kind of like unconscious, but her brain is still functioning. So Dr. Ito fixes her body and she has amnesia, so she doesn't remember anything, her past life or anything like that, but just only knows certain things, like she knows martial arts and she knows she's made for fighting. She goes about trying to find herself in this new world to her, basically. And another contrast to it, it's kind of weird that I was watching this movie. I heard someone on the internet talk about it too. Like, this is kind of like a Mega Man kind of like concept. You know, Dr. Light finds Mega Man and builds him up, and you know, half human, half cyborg. It has some comparison like Pinocchio as well. So it's kind of cool seeing like that kind of come to real life. You know, adaptations to certain genres. I've been hearing buzz about this movie since last year when they dropped the trailer for it, and it was kind of jarring seeing like the main character's eyes being really big, just like in the anime. But I knew about the movie a long time ago. Back in the very early 90s, I saw the anime. I saw the box cover for it when I was in like Blockbuster or something like that, and I always wanted to watch the movie, but I never got to. But I knew about the character, and I knew about the story, and I knew about just the genre, so it's nothing new to me. But upon watching this movie, I immediately fell in love with it because it kept me engaged, and it was a very fun, entertaining movie to watch. And by far, I had to say this is probably the most successful anime adaptation of any movie I've seen so far. You know, Ghost in the Shell, which did whatever in the movie theaters, Dragon Ball Evolution, rest in peace. And the list goes on of different animes in the past that didn't really fare well in the movie theaters. They stick close to the source material, anime and the manga, and it was just shot and just directed beautifully. All from the visual effects to the story and to the set pieces, it was really, really beautiful just to see it on screen. And speaking of visual effects, Weta Digital did most of the visual effects for this movie, and it's always top notch when you get it from Weta Digital. And it's mostly known for Lord of the Rings and Planet of the Apes and all those kind of good movies that, you know, they did really well in the movie theaters because the visual effects is just on par and it was really good. The main character Alita is mostly CGI done by motion capturing by Rosa Salazar, and it was done very, very, very well. Sometimes it almost feels like it's almost too real. Like when you're looking at the characters and you're looking at how Alita is just moving around and her textures, it's almost like she's real life. The kind of dead giveaway is obviously the big giant eyes, but other than that, it's visually stunning and it's just awesome. The action in the movie is very fun and very engaging, and it keeps you glued to the seat, and I liked every single moment of this movie when it came to the action. All from the fight scenes, the martial arts, and the roller derby, like rollerball game that they had in the movie, and it's really fun to watch. Now, with all this praise of this movie and everything was great, there is some things that are wrong with it, and it's not a perfect movie, so it has some of its faults. So, and to me, the negative of the movie would have to be the love interest, the story of the whole movie. I really didn't care for it. I know they wanted to make the movie have a dynamic between her being a cyborg and a human character, falling in love, but I mean, it could have worked. I'm not downing it wouldn't, but it's just the action and the other parts of the story overshadowed it, and also like the execution of how they did it as far as the romance part was, I didn't really care. Another thing about the movie, I won't say it's a negative, but it's kind of like I guess you say a good thing. There's a lot of character development for Alita and the surrounding characters, but not a lot and not too much to push out, because there's still some things in the movie that leave you wondering what's going on, or their background story. It kind of makes you want to know more about the movie or more about the characters. Like you want to know more about the Great War that they had almost 300 years ago. Like you want to know more about the floating city of Azaln that's sitting right above the city of Iron City. You just want to know more about it. And it's almost like this movie can easily have been a TV series of some sort, or maybe a mini series, because there's so much backstory that you want to know, or there's so much stuff that they could have crammed into it that they couldn't really do in 2 hours. I mean, they could have went for maybe the 2.5 hour mark, but there's a lot of stuff they could have just branched out and did. It's just full of rich of content, but with a small amount of time. All in all, this is a really good movie. If you're an anime fan, or you like action movies, or you just like the sci-fi movie, this is like one of the best sci-fi movies so far. It's only the beginning of the year. We have a lot more movies to come out in the year, but as far as the kickoff to 2019, this is a really, really good start to 2019. So my final rating on this movie, I'm gonna have to give it 4.5 Alitas out of 5. So what do you guys think about Alita Battle Angel? Do you want to see it? Are you going to see it? Have you seen it already? What do you guys think? Leave it in the comments down below. And if you haven't already, give it a like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. I usually post a video about once a week. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video.